Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel and TikTok, sub.mtc. This TikTok and YouTube channel is for mathematics and computer training. So today we are going to study about midpoint of straight line. So let's move to the lesson. The question is here saying if A and B have coordinates A, x1 and y, B, x1, x2, A, x1, y1, B, x2 and y2, respectively. The coordinates of midpoint M of the line joining AB is given by M midpoint equals to x2 plus x1 out of 2, y2 plus y1 out of 2. If A and B have the coordinates this and this, if you put them on the graph and you plot, you're going to get this method. But this method is the method of finding midpoint of straight line. So this method, if you use this method, you can find the midpoint of straight line. You can get the points, these points. So we want to prove this method, how to get this method. I want to show you how to form this method. So we want to prove this formula used to find midpoint of a straight line. Example 1. For example, if somebody give you coordinates of A, 1, 2, B, for example, B is here, 4 and 3, or 2. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2. So these points, if I get them and I put in our formula here, if you find and calculate, you're going to get the coordinates of midpoint of a straight line. What's the midpoint of straight line? Midpoint of a straight line, like when you have your graph, this y-axis coordinates, x coordinates, and you plot here. So this point here is the midpoint of straight line. Straight line, this is the line. For example, this is A, this is B. This is the straight. So if somebody asks you, find the coordinates joining line AB, they are meaning this point, midpoint. So how do you use the method to use to find this midpoint? How to use x2? This is the formula, x2 plus x1 out of 2, y2 plus y1 out of 2. This is the formula used to find and look for the point of coordinates of midpoint joining AB. That's the midpoint, the meaning, midpoint. So we want to prove this formula. I want to show you how to get this formula. So we want to prove this formula, this midpoint, First of all, we are going to look the coordinate points of the straight line, and we look the coordinates. We're going to prove. We are proving this formula, how to get this formula. For example, graph is like this. This is y1, x1, x2, y2. These points, these are the coordinates. And this is A, B. Now this one is line A, B. So we want to get midpoint here. So here we are going to do like this. We're going to let M to be midpoint of a line joining, M is here, joining AB. This is our AB. So we don't know here. We're going to let this midpoint to be M, joining line A, B. And coordinates of midpoint here, because we don't know the coordinates. How do you know this is a midpoint? Because here, if you have for example, we have here coordinates, and here, if we join these coordinates, you're going to get midpoint. So we don't have this midpoint coordinates. So you're going to let this midpoint and let coordinates of midpoint to be P and Q. That's use P and Q. So because you don't know the coordinates of midpoint and the midpoint, so I said let midpoint to be M of a line joining AB, and the coordinates of midpoint to be PQ. Because we don't know the coordinates of midpoint, so that's why I let them to be P and Q. So if you get our PQ and we put here, for example, I put here this, remember In the bracket we have x and y. So P is x. Here is P. This is Q. Now this midpoint we call it M. We put here our M. This is the midpoint. So if we join here, this is Q. So triangle, let us give it. This line we call it AB. So here we put here AC, D. Here we put here E. So here this side we have line AB, the straight line. Then the triangle we have here, up from A up to D, we have ACD, DEB. So how do you get this distance from here up to here? The length AC from here up to here is equal to CD. Then also in vertical coordinate we have DEB. From here up to E is the same as from here up to B. So you're going to say AC. Let's start with the horizontal. We first look for horizontal and vertical. Here we put here vertical. Bracket X axis. This is Y axis. We come here AC. Right? AC is equal to CD. Then here DE is equal to BE. So from here up to here, the same as from here up to here. So we start here. How do you get AC? P minus X1 is equal to CD. We get X2. This is X2 minus P. X2 minus P. Then we come this side. DE. DE we come around this side, vertical, Y axis. DE we get a Q minus Y1. Q minus Y1 is equal to BE, which is Y2 minus, it means change in Y2 minus Q. We're going to collect like terms together here. To bring P this side, X this side. P plus P is equal to X2 plus X1. We divide this 2P is equals to X2 plus X1. We divide both sides by 2 to make P the subject. Remember, P is equal to X2 plus X1 out of 2. This P, value of P we have got, this is P. So we're going to look for Q. Remember this P, the coordinates of midpoint. Let us look for Q. We collect like terms together. This one comes this side. This one goes this side. We get Q is a negative plus Q is equal to Y2 plus Y1. Why? Because this is a negative. If a negative crosses equal signs, becomes a positive. This is a negative. If it crosses equal signs, it becomes a positive. That's why you see plus. Q plus Q, that we get 2Q is equal to Y2 plus Y1. We divide both sides by 2. Q is equal to Y2 plus Y1 out of 2. So we have get also value of Q. We're going back to our statement here where I said let M midpoint to represent midpoint of a line joining AB and coordinates PQ to represent the midpoints. So PQ is the midpoint of M. So we come here and we put our M midpoint is PQ. This is the points. So we're going to replace where P is, we're going to put this values and this ticket. Then we come here, M midpoint is equal to P, which is X2 plus X1 out of 2. And PQ, which is Y2 plus Y1 out of 2. That's how we form the formula of midpoint of a straight line. If someone asks you to how to get this formula, this is the method. These things are simple as that. So in the next lesson, I'm going to teach you how to use this formula and you get the coordinates of midpoint. Let's move to the next lesson. Bye. Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel and TikTok. This is Bernard MTC. So in the previous session I was teaching you how to get the formula of midpoint. So I'm going to show you how to use this formula to get coordinates of midpoint. Remember to send your question in our comment section. Thank you for supporting Subbrand MTC on YouTube and TikTok. Let's move to the example and see how to use this formula to find the coordinates of midpoint. So find the coordinates of midpoint of a straight line joining the following points. Of -2 and 1. Then 6 and 5. Find the coordinates of midpoint. We are going to look for the coordinates of midpoint. Coordinates, I said these coordinates, when the graphs like this is the straight line. This is point A, B. So which the point is this one. This is the points joining A, B. So you need the coordinates which can be, when you put here, you're going to find the midpoint. Midpoint is here, the coordinates of midpoint. For example, this is Q and P. So you need to find using these coordinates, because you have got the points. We're going to put here and to find the midpoint here using this formula. Remember, our formula is here. M midpoint is equal to x2 plus x1 out of 2, y2 plus y1 out of 2. This is the formula. Here we're going to look for x2, value for x1, y1, y2, y1. We come here. Note this, the first point you see, that is the considering of y, x1 and y1. The second one will be x2 and y2. So you're going to get this there, x1, y1, x2, y2. Because in the bracket here, the points you have here should be x and y. X and y. So the first one is x1, y1, x2, y, and we come and we substitute in our formula here. x1 midpoint equals to x2 is 6 plus x1, which is -2 out of 2, and y2 is 5 plus y1, which is 1 out of 2, and we start solving. And this is 6 plus -2, we get 4 out of 2. Here you get 6 out of 2. Then you come and you cannot leave here, because these things you can cancel and reduce the fraction. M is equal to 2 here, 3. So therefore, coordinates of midpoint is 2 and 3. So this is the coordinates of midpoint. You can use now midpoint formula to find the coordinates of midpoint. This is how we find it. Thank you for watching. See you in the next lesson. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and TikTok. Follow us, like our videos, watch them. Thank you for supporting Subbrand MTC on TikTok and YouTube. See you in the next lesson. Goodbye.